From smoke, fires, hail and a pandemic-induced recession, it's been an election year like no other for the ACT. Now it's judgment day for voters in the Territory who'll have their say on the government's response to COVID-19, among other issues.
From my perspective, I'd like to understand what's happening with the rail down on the southern end, stage 2.
Probably ACT Health. As a nurse, we're sort of fighting a bit for a few more facilities.
Yeah, I think the Labor's lost control of the rates and it's hurt everyone from top to bottom. So, yeah, I think it would be good for a change.
The party's competing COVID recovery plans, a key theme on the campaign trail. Chief Minister Andrew Barr pledging to create new jobs through infrastructure, but the light rail is no longer an election battleground. The Liberals now also committed to building stage 2 of the project.
The leader of the No campaign on light rail at the last election is the leader of the Canberra Liberals now.
Liberal leader Alistair Coe instead framing the election as a referendum on the cost of living, promising to freeze residential rates if he wins office.
It's so important for Canberra families that we take the pressure off the cost of living.
With his opponent's national profile at an all-time high during the pandemic, the Liberal leader was forced to resort to other creative photo opportunities to cut through, suggesting increasing the Territory's population will grow the pie needed to pay for higher spending.
Growing the ACT pie.
The environment, another key issue. Labor's biggest pledge centres around renewables, but the Liberals have also talked up their climate credentials, promising to plant 1 million trees over a decade.
People right across Canberra are desperate for more green space.
More than half of Canberrans have already voted in this year's election, and most have done so using a touchpad like this over paper. A form of electronic voting has been in place in the ACT since 2001, making it much quicker to tally the results when the polls close. Labor has been in power since 2001, but they currently don't hold enough seats to govern in their own right. 13 seats are needed for a majority. Labor currently holds 12 and their coalition partner, the Greens, hold 2. The Liberals have 11, needing to win just 2 seats tonight to claim victory, or the backing of an independent should one be elected. Elections typically throw up bruising battles between competing parties. In the ACT, though, the complex Hare-Clark electoral system sees candidates from the same side facing off against each other. Each of the Territory's 5 electorates are represented by 5 different people, meaning the internal battles are every bit as heated as those with their political opponents. But for the capital's 300,000 voters, they're largely disinterested with party machinations as they wait to see who will lead the ACT into its post-pandemic future. Eliza Edwards, Sky News, Canberra.